to another Reaction Monday. That's right, it is a Monday because I'm recording this on Friday. Why, you may ask? Because I have plans on Monday. I'm sorry, fabulously gay duo, Ryan McGill, who's secretly not gay, and Cucumber, who I know is, but that's okay, so I guess we're one half correct. The two of them have brought together, or come together, spelled C-U-M, to bring us... Sorry. You may be thinking I'm laughing at my own joke, which I kind of am, but it's more that I just think of these two together. Bringing us probably what I'm guessing is, I really am trying to imagine what kind of music this is going to be, because I know pretty much what both of these two stallions, that's right, I said stallions, like when it comes to music. And they're quite different in a lot of ways, but there are some similarities in the Venn diagram that could overlap that I could see, particularly like the heavy, more like heavy, and even like scream / growl stuff. I think both of them tend to enjoy sometimes. Black metal, that kind of stuff, they both have voiced some interest in that. But I'm trying to figure out what they came together on that was like, yes, that's a click. Let's turn it in for everybody in the world to see a reaction to. But that's why we're here today, folks. Tomorrow, actually, in the morning, we have another hodgepodge, but it's not really a hodgepodge. It's the winners set from Colin Crompton's old or new set number 6. The winners, of which I am one of them. So you'll be seeing that, but that will be live tomorrow, right before the Buckeyes kick off at noon, and probably the hardest game of the season against Penn State. I secretly, well, not so much secretly because I'm going to tell you, I think we're going to lose that game. I think it's going to be the first of 2. I thought we were going to lose 3 games this year, but I didn't think it, well, I thought we were going to lose 2 for sure, possibly 3. 4 would have been quite a surprise, but I thought we could have lost 3 for sure, because Notre Dame I thought that we were going to lose to, in which I do think we actually lost to them. Penn State, and then shit again, I know we're going to lose to. Although it has come out that they might, I don't think it's going to affect anything this season, but with the whole stealing of signs, not just sitting there while during the game stealing signs, but actually sending people, that is illegal. All these people having these dumb reactions because they're not reading the article about what it's about. It's still dumb. I still think, like, come on, let's just play some football. But if they actually are doing something illegal, hey, we got busted for doing things illegal, even though that we didn't necessarily. We still got busted. So, hey, welcome to the game, Shittigan fans, all you. We are better than everybody else, but you're not. Okay. No more football talk. Let's get into this Monday Monster Mash since it is close to Halloween. We are entering almost Halloween week because on Tuesday, the next day from when you will see this, will be Halloween night when people come trick-or-treating. Saturday, I will be going out on the 28th because that's when most people are going to celebrate it. I do have a costume, which I might show on here, but I probably won't. And I'm going to be hanging out with a couple friends who are going to also be dressed up because it is one person's birthday. I'm going to shout out to Mr. Schaefer. You know who you are. You're probably not watching this and you probably don't care. But I'm still going to shout you out because it's his birthday on the 28th. His first name is Adam. He is the, I guess, the father of all men. That would actually be a great costume. I should tell him that he should dress up as Adam and Eve. I'm not going to be Eve, but he should dress up as Adam and find an Eve. Wow, I'm coming up with some sweet ideas right now on this recording. Enough of that talk. Let's get into this set and see what it's all about. I am kind of curious, but a little nervous, to be honest. Hello, friends. This is Cucumber. Oh, what's up, Cucumber? Mr. Ryan McGill and I have decided to go halfway on an album reaction for the channel, and that's what we're doing. This is the 2001 album called The Director's Cut by Fantomas. Fantomas? I don't know where the stress is on this, but it's either Fantomas or Fantomas. I'm going to guess Fantomas sounds more correct to me, even though I have no idea how to actually pronounce it. The Director's Cut, 2001. I was in my first year of graduate school in 2001. That was a long time ago. Over 20 years. How crazy when this came out. The Director's Cut, Fantomas, or I'm just going to say Fantomas, even if it's wrong from now on, is an American avant-garde supergroup. Not really into avant-garde, as you know. Featuring vocalist Mike Patton, I do know, Faith No More, and Mr. Bungle. I do like his voice, though I don't like Mr. Bungle's music. I do like Faith No More, as they have toured with Dream Theater in the past. It was actually on Once in a Lifetime video. They show a little billboard at one of the music venues. I think it was in Milwaukee that they were playing, and it says Faith No More with them. So I think that's the correct one. And it's a deep purple, too. But I do like Mr. Bungle's voice. I just don't really particularly like their music all that much because it's kind of avant-garde-y. And drummer Dave Lombardo from Slayer. That'll be nice. Nice. Along with guitarist Buzz Osborne, Melvins. I'm not familiar with Buzz Osborne, at least by the name or the band. Bassist Trevor Dunn for Mr. Bungle. Okay, so we got a little nepotism going on here. Rock and roll nepotism. Just like Liquid Tension Experiment had like John Petrucci and Mike Portnoy together in the same band, even though they're in Dream Theater. And also drummer Dave Crover, ex-Melvins. So wait a minute, there are 2 drummers in this? That's interesting. The album is strange to say the least. I'm guessing I'm not going to enjoy this, but nonetheless, maybe some of you will. But it's been received well by critics and fans alike as another testament of Mike Patton's genius and his ability to blend different musical styles all on one album. That I do appreciate. I will give credit from afar, even if I don't really dig the music itself. That is one of the characteristics of what I think has now become the genre of progressive music. Not progressive as in it's always pushing the boundaries of new musical styles. One thing that I think is supposed to be interesting about progressive as a genre that it's become is that it delves into more musical styles than just one side. And they have their progressive side where they can do blues, they can do... And even within the progressive kind of genre, I don't feel like a lot of bands are even all that good at bringing in a lot of different styles of music. So this will be quite interesting. It says, even within the space of a single song, he can bring in a lot of different styles. This particular album is inspired by the musical themes of various TV shows and horror movies, as can be guessed from the titles of some of the tracks. This album is also very near and dear to Ryan's heart, and when he recommended it to me, I knew within the first few songs it was going to be one of my best discoveries this year. So basically, Ryan introduced Cucumber to this, and Cucumber said, hey, I like it, so let's turn this in for a dual album. Fabulously gay dual album reaction. I don't want to say much more in fear of spoiling some of the surprises with this record. Below, I've posted a link to the album in its entirety on YouTube, as well as a detailed track listing. Perfect. That's it. I hope at least someone out there gets something out of this reaction. I'm curious to see how Cap's going to receive this. Let the fun begin. I'm just going to go out on a very short limb and say that I'm probably not going to dig this at all. Maybe a few things I'll dig, but maybe I'll be proven wrong, and I'm up for being proven wrong. It seems like Cucumber's kind of curious that I might be proven wrong. So he has the album link, which is going to be playing, and it's just one track. So he has the track listing here. I can't see where we are, so I'm just going to guess where I think the song ended and the next song begins, and I'll tell you. Even if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'll be somewhat within the right kind of area, unless it's so distinct you can't tell that it went into the next song. Guess we'll see. This first one's called none other than The Godfather, which has got a lot of weight to carry along with it. So let's get into this. I don't know how long this album is. Oh, at the bottom, after track 16, it says 35:51. So we're in for a good 35 minutes of music, 36 minutes of music. And I think we're probably, 15 minutes in already. So this will be about an hour. Here we go with The Godfather. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that I like this better than I think I'm going to. Let's do it. And there's no explanations in between songs, so we're just going to go from song to song to song. So there's going to be kind of me just talking in the middle of tracks, not a stoppage in the next track. 35 minutes, here we go. Whoa. I like that first note. It's kind of low. Definitely quirky. Hear that? Sounds like that cover of Master of Puppets, or not Master of Puppets, of I think it's Battery, that Dream Theater does with the Napalm Death singer on Once in a Lifetime. At least that. Okay, nice switch. Like this part. Godfather. Okay, so I'm gonna guess when about 2 minutes and 47 seconds goes by. I feel like this would be a great. I feel like I'm in Italy or something like. Is this like a theme going throughout the whole album? Tell us in the chat, you two. Tell us with a lisp as well. I'll be honest, I kind of like this little Italian-y village kind of feel. Two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's almost like a Viennese waltz. Except Viennese waltz is really fast tempo. This is slow. I'm gonna guess that was the end of song 1. Because there was enough break, and it says 2:47. I think that's about 2:47. So this is Der Golem.
Must guard this secret with your life. The hour has come. Breathe life into clay.
I mean, it's almost hitting the red, but in my head, it sounds kind of low. Let me turn it up a little bit on my end. I like the low tempo. You know me, I'm a sucker for low tempo. I can see why Ryan likes this. It's got a very, just the singing is very, It's quirky like Mars Volta, less stonery. Well, the first song was a little stonery at the beginning. Surprised Mars Volta band members are not in this in some way, shape, or form. Love the low tempo. Not a fan of the singing, but it's not turning me off. It's not like so bad. It's not like Between the Buried Me kind of singing. I like the Mr. Bungles or Mike Patton's voice when he sings. It's not screams. Eighth notes. It'd be awesome if it turned into 16 or 30-second notes on the beat. Oh. It's like you heard me. Okay, I hear you. That was awesome. Is that the end of that one? I think so. Okay, so far I'm gonna say I like 1 or 2 and then 1. Shit, I don't have a way to type it. I'm gonna actually write this down because there's so many fucking songs. Shit, there's 16 songs. Okay, you're gonna see the background, but I don't care. Okay. Ooh, got a little like Pink Panther kind of feel. So I like 2 and then 1 so far. Okay, I like this kind of singing more. Da, da, da. Yeah, I can feel that. That's a very predictable chord progression. I like it. Poppy, if I may say. Like, if it stays like this, how long is this track? This is like a 3-minute track? No. This is Experiment in Terror. Sorry. I didn't say it at the beginning. Oh, I was liking the first part. I'm not digging. This is like more like the other 2 tracks. Go back to that sweet, sweet singing. The title of this track is called Experiment in Terror. Yes. Okay, the difference there was not bad. I think this is my favorite so far. 1, mostly because he's singing in a normal voice, which I dig more. Da 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 da. Saying we'll die. Experiment in Terror. I think that I would. Is it the end of that? Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that was the end of that song. So this is now called. This is called One Step Beyond. If it's the next song, I'm pretty sure it is because that was only supposed to be like a 2.5-minute song. Experiment in Terror is my favorite. Next is Der Golem. And then last would be The Godfather, which is the opening track. But so far, I'm not hating this. This is definitely not as quirky as Mr. Bungle yet. What is that? It's like a G, maybe? F sharp, F. Bow. It's almost an F sharp. G. Maybe an E. No, it's F sharp. Like I can see his like hands barely moving, but this fits pretty well with Halloween. I might just play this album for like the kids who come to visit my door because it's got that kind of like Halloween-y quirkiness to it. Like I feel like a what is it called? Jack-a-box comes out. That should be the cover of this. So is this a very popular... I mean, you said it was received well, but is this a very popular album overall? I hate this over screaming, but... Is this the end of that? Is this the same song? I don't know if this is the same song. I mean, this is... One Step Beyond is about a 4-minute song, so... 3-minute song. Has it been 3 minutes? I don't know if it's been 3 minutes. Okay, I think that's the end. Yep. I think we're going to the next song. This is Night of the Hunter. This is a 1-minute song. So One Step Beyond is my least favorite so far. We're at 3, 2, 1, 4 for me. This is only 1 minute, so I don't know. This to me seems like it would be an interlude. Night of the Hunter. That's the name of this, but it's only 1 minute long. It sounds like an interlude. Okay, I think that was a minute. The next one's called... Yeah. This is called Cape Fear, I believe. Cape Fear. This is number 6. 5 I'm going to put last because it's just an interlude. So 3, 2, 1, 4, 5. Like that. 1 again. 2, 3 again. 4 again. That's 1 again. 2. Good thing going. This is totally like a Halloween-ish feel. This one is supposedly a minute and a half. Man, these are really short songs. Kind of be hard to rate this because it's not really a full-blown song. It feels like this is another interlude into something else. Shit, I wish I knew. I hope it's very clear when it ends because I just know it's a minute and a half-ish. Should be over here in a second. Okay, I think this is the next one. Now it's Rosemary's Baby. This is a 4-minute song-ish. 2.5, 3.5. So this is like a capable song. The other two, Cape Fear, I'm gonna put as tied with the last songs. To me, those were like interludes. I didn't feel like they were actual songs. Let's see if this is actually a legit song. Sounds like it's gonna be. This is called Rosemary's Baby. La, 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 la. I'd be very interested how the chat takes this. How the channel takes this. All 30 of you that are gonna watch this. Because sadly, our videos and our reactions are getting less and less views by the week. Literally, the last 3 videos have like 50 views. Okay. I'm telling you, this is such a good, like, Nightmare on Elm Street feel. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. Dig this a lot. I like this, like, it's like feels epic and symphonic. Don't ruin it with that. How can you take this seriously, though? It's really hard to take this seriously. This is called Rosemary's Baby, and it's gotta be almost over. Maybe another minute, another 30 seconds. I'd like the riffage here, so I'm gonna put this one second. So I have 3, 7, 2, 1, 4, and then 5, 6 are the next two. This is my second favorite song. I kind of dig it. It's funny. I wouldn't call myself liking this music. But number one, it's definitely not as quirky or as bad as Mr. Bungle. It's got an endearness to it, but it is hard to take it seriously in a lot of the Okay, that must be done. All right, next is The Devil Rides Out. This is like a minute and a half. It's kind of weird to have these minute and a half songs. Number 8. We are at number 8. We're halfway through the album. At least 3 of these songs have not been songs. They've been interludes to something else. But I feel like the interlude to what it's going to is not connecting. Maybe if I listen to the whole album a second time, I'll get it. But right now, it feels like a bunch of tracks that are interludes with a couple of songs in between. Yep. I know this is about to end in a couple of seconds, so I'm just gonna put The Devil Rides Out with the 5 and 6 because it's an interlude to me. Okay, this is called, I believe, this is called Spider Baby. It's number 9, and this is like a 3-minute song. Totally like, ha, 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 ha. Welcome to Count Dracula. I feel like I could write this album. I'm not trying to be a dick, but what is so brilliant about this? It's just like, hey. I feel like I could do that with a little guitar chords behind me and some heavy distortion on it, and I could write this album. I know that sounds probably I like that little riff. But again, I could write that riff. What? I feel like this is some of like that like high IQ shit. I obviously don't have a high IQ. That's just beyond me to get why it's so brilliant, because I don't hear brilliance in this. I hear throwing paint on a canvas and calling it art. See what the fuck sticks. But it's not bad. It could be worse. It could be Between the Buried and Me. Singing. The music of Between the Buried and Me is fantastic. They would just stick to instrumentals. I mean, I guess I would put this after 1. So 3, 7, 2, 1, 4, 9, and then 5, 6, and 8 together. The same fucking thing, kind of just an interlude. This at least has like some, I guess, verse, chorus in it a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's the end. Okay, the next one's called The Omen, Ave Santani. Satan.
Minimus corpus animus.
Dude, I'm seriously gonna fucking play this for my kids coming to the door, because this could literally be a freaking Halloween background tracks. This one's 2 minutes long, or a minute and a half. So explain to me, Cucumber and Ryan, and those of you who like this album, when you're listening to it, like, what do? You just sit there and you jack off to it? What do you do? Double tap or double click? What do you do? Because to me, the only thing that would be remotely uplifting about like taking time to listen to this fully would be to go to the concert and just like fucking move around, run into people, half mosh pit. Ooh, I like this part. This is called The Omen. Again, I think it's almost over. Number 10. Is that it? Satani. Yeah, I think that was it. If this is number 11, if we've gone into the next one, it's Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. And this is like a 3-minute song. A legit 3-minute song. Not a 1.5 minute. So The Omen, number 10. I'll just put it by number 9. At this point, it's just getting kind of out of control. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Okay, I heard sirens and I was like, is that in the background of the music? Or I'm pretty sure it's in the background of the music. I don't hear it anymore when I stopped it. Really, that was just to get the copyright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the sirens are in here. Kind of dig this. So far, 3 and 7 might go on a playlist. I like the little Italian feel. Kind of dig this. Okay, this is the Portrait of a Serial Killer. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Man, I feel like this is going by really fast. So maybe even though the songs are really too short to really get into anything, it does make the album go by a lot quicker. Because, I mean, we're already on song 10 or 11. There's that one. So currently I have this at my number 3. 3, 7, 11, which is this one. 2, 1, 4, 9, 10, and then 5, 6, 8, which are just interludes, in my opinion. I don't know how much is left of the song. Maybe a minute. Maybe less than that. Ooh, that's kind of, yeah, I definitely like, 11 might move up because I liked 11. Yeah. So the next one is number 12, which is called Vendetta. Vendetta. And this is a, I don't know how long because it doesn't say. The next 13 is called Untitled, but it doesn't have a time next to it like the other ones do. So this is Vendetta. Okay, got a little bit of groove here. Ba, 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 ba. Cool effect on his voice. Is he going like this? Kind of cool. I don't know. Do I like this better than 11? I kind of like the groove of it. I'm going to put this above 11. So I'm going to say, I think this is Vendetta. I don't know what Untitled is, but. 3, 7, 12, 11, 2, 1, 4, 9, 5, 6, 8. No, that is not a code for the nuclear bombs. Wouldn't it be interesting if it was? Make that your next Powerball. 3, 7, 12, 11. Although. Okay, it's weird because it says 2612 and then Untitled is 13, but at 2822, which is only 2 minutes, which that was about 2 minutes, is now called Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion. But I don't understand because it says Untitled, but there's no time next to it, so I don't know what that was, but I'm guessing this is number 14. So number 13 to me is a missing piece until you explain it in the chat because it definitely was more than a minute. I'm pretty sure this is number 14. Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion. It's kind of a long title. Okay, at least in these the last half of this album, we're getting into more like actual music that has kind of a riff or something to it, a structure. I felt like 5, 6, and 8 were like this interlude. Kind of dig this. It's so quirky. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Burn it. Ooh. So, on the I was thinking in my mind, I know the latency puts me like a second behind, so I was trying to time doing that a second before I actually heard it to see if I catch up. Hopefully it works out. So I'm going to put 3, 7, 12, 11, and then this is 14. And honestly, the rest don't matter. I guess I'll put 2 there too. So I definitely am digging, by my voting, the latter half of this album for sure. This seems like if it is Investigation of a Citizen, which I'm pretty sure it is, this is a 4-minute song, so we've got maybe 2 more minutes left in this song. Yeah. Fantomas. Director's cut. Somebody give me like the background. I thought Cucumber, you at least give me the background of this. Like what's... Because there's not really words either. Like there's not really lyrics. I mean there is, but they're very short. And I don't really understand them. I heard Dracula and shit like that. So right now I have 3, 7, 12, 11, 14, 2. Is that the end? Are we in 15? Fuck. That could have been a transition into 15. I don't know though. If it doesn't end here in like 20 seconds or so, then we're into 15, but I don't know for sure. Okay, I think this is Twin Peaks. This is number 15, Twin Peaks. With Fire Walk With Me. I think that might be this right now. If not, that's the next song, which should be happening. Okay, maybe this is Twin Peaks. I think because that stopped and Twin Peaks is supposed to be at least 3 minutes. So yeah, I think this is Twin Peaks now. Twin Peaks, Fire Walk With Me. It's the second to last song. This is number 15. Sounds very Pink Floyd-ish right here. That. Man, I love when they do groovy kind of R&B piano lounge. There's that. I feel like this is almost more like a theater show. Like a pit for a theater show. In that the theater show, this is the music, but everything else is a mime. Kind of like Cirque du Soleil. This might be a great Cirque du Soleil background music track. Ooh, yeah, this is totally a Cirque du Soleil kind of track, background track. I think I like this better than 14. Okay, I'm going to say 3, 7, 14, 12, 11. Wait, this is 15, I'm sorry. 3, 7, 15, 12, 11, 14, and 2. 3, 7, 15, 12, 11, 14, 2. It's my songs that matter. And this is supposed to end at 35 minutes-ish, so that's what, 3 minutes? We'll probably have another minute and a half. And then it's the last song. Trying to add I feel like, has anybody seen Cirque du Soleil live? I saw it in Seoul. It's called Quidam, and the drummer was Dre. And I was listening to the drums more than I was watching anything else because he was absolutely fantastic. Quidam, look it up. Look up Quidam drums. I'm pretty sure that's the end. And we are now moving into the final track, I'm guessing, called Charade. And this is the last, I don't know how long the song is because it doesn't say when it ends. But I'm guessing it's 2 minutes or 3 minutes long, unless it's fucking 20. Dude, if it's like a 20-minute banger at the end. Very different from the rest of the album. It's like the beginning. A little all over the place, so I'm going to put this like behind number 2. At least it's something, but the number 16 is the last of the ones that matter to me. Oh, neck is cracking. That'd be funny if it went in for another like 10 minutes. So you think it's applause, so you think it's going to be over, and then they just go into 10-minute banger. A helicopter? They might.
Song of my heart composing. I hear it still. I always will. Best on the bill.
It's going to be 10 minutes of this, isn't it? Oh, and that is the end? I believe that's the end. I think so. Alrighty, so that has brought us to the conclusion of this album. And once again, if you are wondering, the name of this album is called The Director's Cut by Fantomas, or Fantomas, however you want to stress it. Tell us in the chat, make sure what the correct pronunciation is. Okay, first thought. Definitely not as weird as I was kind of hoping it wasn't. So that's a good thing. Number 2, very much a Halloween-esque kind of soundtrack, even though maybe I'm sure they weren't trying to do that. Number 3, I would say I like the short songs. However, I don't like the short songs because I felt like I could not really get into a groove of like a actual song because it seemed like it kept switching. I would say a fourth of the album or more, maybe not half, maybe a third of the album was tracks that seemed to be just kind of interluding into the next song. Didn't really have a purpose, so to speak, which is reminiscent for me of a very Tool-ish kind of thing to do on an album. I call it wasting time, but you call it what you want. Number 4, I would say I don't see any sort of brilliance in this album. I would say for the most part, I feel like I could write an album like this, which the point of that is saying that I don't think it's brilliant because I couldn't write a brilliant album. So if I always like the same thing with drums. One of the things that I always, since I play drums and I've played guitar or can play guitar, if I can play what you play, you're not a guitar player. Like you're not a guitarist. If I can play what you play, you're not a drummer, in my opinion, because I don't consider myself a drummer and I don't consider myself a guitarist. And I feel like it's kind of a shame for oneself to call yourself that when you're not even that good. So if I can write something like this, I didn't really feel like there was really much to it other than just like quirkiness, which maybe that's the thing that I couldn't do. So maybe I take that back. Maybe we're full circle and I couldn't do any of that because I can't get my head around maybe the quirkiness of it. But it didn't seem like it takes that much to just go Dracula. It doesn't take much with a little bit. There, I just wrote most of this album in about 20 seconds. Okay, I'm kind of being a dick, but you know my point. My point is that I didn't feel like there was a lot to this, but for that which I did like, my final song track listing goes 3, 7, 15, 12, 11, 14, 2, and 16. I really dug 15. I think it was, even though I put it third, I really dug Twin Peaks because, is that what it was? Was it Twin Peaks? Or 12, or Vendetta? I think it was Twin Peaks because it had a very Cirque du Soleil kind of vibe to it. Electronic-y, cool, something you would kind of hear if you went to like a room that was just like purple and black lights. It'd be like a cool thing with some mist. I would probably put 3, 7, and 15 on a playlist. And even though I won't put this album on a playlist, I might actually just play this album. Actually, there's a high chance that I'll probably just play this album for my kids who come trick-or-treating. I always have music playing, so when they walk up to the door, it's playing. This might be it, because it's got that kind of like background feel to it for me. Thank you for sharing, Fabulously Gay Duo. I hope you get together and create a train with each other and turn in something again for us. And I think that's a good idea for those of you that do turn in sets. You can do this. One thing that's kind of making a resurgence on the channel, since people are not wanting to necessarily pay for a whole set recently, people have been paying for one song and having a hodgepodge of 5 songs. Well, you could also do it like this. Maybe you team up with another person on the channel and you kind of, I've been noticing this I told you guys I watch reactions on like movies and stuff like that. And I've been noticing a lot of like popular reactors are now starting to do this thing where they combine reactions, even though they're like in different countries and shit. Maybe you could kind of sort of do that for this. You could like say like Adrian and Cucumber or Adrian and Ivanator get together and kind of put a list together. Maybe you guys do like 2 songs and 2 songs, or 2 and 3, and that way, we get a collab. You get a collab, and you get, less that you have to put forth as far as money. Speaking of Adrian turned in a set this morning, so he will be the first set in November. Other than that, we are completely clear in November. So if you people want to start turning in more sets, that's cool. If not, as always, that's cool too. We will do what is turned in. And so everything through October, Jason's last set, a Halloween set, is on the 30th, which is a Monday, which would be a week from when this is being released. And then Adrian will be that next Saturday, which I think would be November 2nd-ish. Or no, wait, maybe there's another one there. I should check that. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's either November 2nd or November 4th. And then rest of November is pretty much open for anybody. So, oh yeah, Colin's got his old or new set. It's number 7, I think. Yeah, for the 2nd, which is that first Saturday of November. And then on Monday will be Adrian's set, unless he wants me to do it on Saturday, in which case I will hold until that next Saturday, November the 7th or whatever, no, 9th. Anyway, check the schedule. That's what I'm trying to say. So thank you guys for turning this in. I hope you guys have a great Monday night. I'll probably be in the chat for this and watch with you, but if not, I will talk with you guys on Discord. As always, thank you for being here, for the 50 of you, and I love it. I actually like it small. Although it would be nice to have more than 50 views. 400 views is kind of nice for a video. That would be nice. Not 50. Anyway, this is the captain saying, peace out.